Our next speaker is our very own Leonard Szymczak, who's the president of our club. And Leonard will be speaking on trash or treasure.
Yo! That sound excited me when I was an 8-year-old boy living on the south side of Chicago. Because when I heard that yo, I'd rush to the backyard, back by the alleyway next to the garage. And there I'd spot a big blue truck rumbling past 50-gallon metal drums filled with trash. 2 burly men walking behind the truck would yell, yo, to signal the driver to stop. And then they'd turn a huge can upside down near a conveyor belt. Crash! Garbage would tumble into the belly of the beast. But my eyes quickly veered to the side of the truck, where hanging down were recovered treasures. A broken bike that could easily be repaired, a steering wheel that could be used for a go-kart. With dreams of finding treasure in trash, I wanted to be a garbologist. My fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, what do you want to be? Fortunately, my dreams of garbology shifted to a passion for psychology. Now, some of you may be thinking, garbology, psychology, there's not much of a difference. And you'd have a point, because I have to frequently empty my mental trash can. So I call upon my imaginary blue truck. Yo! There's treasure to be found in the dark alleyways of the mind. Beneath any problem, there are hidden opportunities. With every loss, there's always something to gain. And even in despair, there are seeds of hope. But sometimes it's not easy to find treasures, especially if I'm tossed into a huge dumpster. It's difficult to see in those darkest of places. 2 years ago, my granddaughter was diagnosed with leukemia. Back then, I couldn't see any treasures. Not when a frail 11-year-old girl lay in intensive care for 6 weeks, not sure whether she'd survive. Back then, life became very dark. Now, it didn't mean there weren't any treasures, it just meant I couldn't see them. I remember at the time going to Trader Joe's for groceries. And at the checkout, a woman clerk asked me in a very cheerful way, "How are you doing?" Well, I looked into her eyes and I said, "Not too well. I'm in the dumps because my granddaughter had leukemia." To my surprise, she picked up her cell phone and punched in a number. I stared at her name badge and listened to her speak. "Hi, this is Nancy. I'm with a gentleman here whose granddaughter has leukemia. Can you put her in our prayer circle?" She then asked me for my granddaughter's name, then passed it on to a friend. I was overwhelmed by this stranger's random act of kindness. Nancy touched my heart, and in the process shined a light on my dumpster. And I then saw treasures all around me. Loving family members, supportive friends, even strangers offering kindness and compassion and joining in healing circles. Those precious gifts create miracles. For I woke up to the realization that treasures are everywhere, even in the bleakest of times. And Rena, she stepped on the road to recovery. So much so that on my last visit to Michigan, where my son and his family lived, I found a chirpy teenager, back in school, a hair grown out, eager to go canoeing and fishing with me. More treasures. Because of the threatened loss, I gained a deeper appreciation for simple pleasures, for shared experiences with family and friends, for physical health, for life itself. Things I had taken for granted before I was thrown into the dumpster. And then I asked myself again, what do I want to be? And then it dawned on me, to be or not to be? That was the question. And I didn't have to be Shakespeare to know the answer. I had been taught to be a doer. Do these tasks, do these projects, so much so that I kept on stepping into a lot of doo-doo. And I decided to change my to-do list into a to-be list. To be a treasure seeker. To be grateful for all the things that I have. To cherish each moment as if it's the last. And to see the random acts of kindness and love. My friends, every day we can look for trash or seek out treasure. Choice is ours. And if we ever find ourselves in the dumps, we can always imagine that big blue truck rumbling through the dark alleyways of the mind, hauling away the trash and showing us heartfelt treasures. Yo!